Welcome back. Korean and Japanese culinary traditions work side by side at Ginzadon. Caroline Howard sat down with Resort World executive chef Hubertus Kramer for a taste of these two worlds. Let's watch this.
Ginzadon in Resorts World Manila, and with us is Hubertus Kramer. He is executive chef here at Resorts World. Chef Kramer, Ginzadon offers the taste of two worlds. That's Korean and Japanese. Tell us about the concept of the restaurant.
We have taken the opportunities to bring in the Philippines authentic Korean and Japanese together, renaming or naming a restaurant from its both origin and putting them together. Don is actually the bento box kind of combination, and Ginza is an area that describes a particular in Seoul. We wanted to show authentic Japanese and authentic Korean cuisine as well. Here in the kitchen we have 3 Korean, 2 Japanese, and we're working very much in a fantastic balance, and each of us is learning from the other. The items are done in front of you, sushi to the point, and both countries have sushi, both cultures use sushi, is the seafood to the point that it's still swimming in the fish tank by the time the guest arrives. Sitting down changes that life concept completely, and the same applies with the vegetable. You look here at kimchi being preserved, namul being last minute done. Here you go to one restaurant and you can have both worlds.
So you're talking about 2 different cultures right there. In terms of cuisine, how distinct are they? Maybe you could take us through that.
Both of them are ranging on coastlines. Both of them have access to fantastic seafood. Both of them are using live seafood. From a cultural point of view, from the Japanese we can learn the aesthetic, mass production, volume, and also preservation, certainly from the Koreans. She used bacterials, and the bacterial has the ability to grow faster when it's warmer, to grow slower when it's colder. And so the product develops with the season, not against the season. And when it's time, you can take it out and it lasts. It has a period of shelf life, and therefore people have access to this in a great amount. When you look at the Korean cuisine as such, it starts always with some kimchis. The conversation is broken, you start to drink, and you have some kimchi or namuls on the table. The distinguished difference between is one is cured for a long period of time or shorter, and namul is usually the fresher one, more crispy, more seasoned, right from the market.
At the Kimchi Station, Chef Linda Kim shows us how to prepare kimchi or spicy pickled cabbage. A spice paste is lathered onto each cabbage leaf, and when fully coated, it's left in a ceramic jar. Once pickled and slightly aged, it goes through another process of layering, this time to be rolled and sliced for serving, together with the namuls or slightly marinated vegetable side dishes.
Although there are similarities, same origin, same basic idea, the Korean might go much more in a different way. For example, we have this kimchi and namul. The preservation of this one is very distinctive Korean. The Japanese do much more in the pickling area. Maybe the flavors are different, much more nori based in this side, much more chili based on the other side.
What makes for the specific artistry that goes into Japanese cooking?
The fine understanding and simplicity. Change as little as possible. Slice the fish, serve it. A little bit root, we call this wasabi, and that's it. And a little bit cured soy sauce. I mean, it's not really difficult. But the focus is purely on the freshness of the fish. And then the variety you have, it is just amazing that each cut, each slice is in its own way already an art. The fugu, for example, you need a license to be able to produce that meat. It requires skills. And both cuisines have histories, they have been documented, that makes them maybe today so outstanding. They have been documented and they have been passed on from generation to generation.
Do give us a sense of Ginzadon's menu.
We have obviously here a sushi roll, okay? They originally might come from a complete different background, origin, okay, because we had the California roll coming in. But these are delicacies. They use the rice at room temperature and wrap around. What we have here is a prawn within a sushi roll. On the other side, we represent a Korean dish, which is the braised beef. Slowly cooked the meat is falling off the bone on the bone. Then here we have seafood on the coastline, and I was surprised to see your reaction, mozzarella cheese. Obviously that is a dish that is evolving recently, because obviously mozzarella cheese wasn't available. They properly used then bean curd at an earlier stage. But also here you can see food develops. And then we have a classical tempura here, speaks for itself. We saw also the chilled beef soup, which is actually a dish that is more generated for the evening crowd.
We get the sampling of 3 Korean dishes from Ginzadon's resident Korean chefs. The mulnaengmyeon, a refreshing summertime beef noodle soup, the kalbijin, a beef stew topped with mozzarella cheese, and the hemul tteokbokki, a seafood dish with a hint of kimchi.
Hello, welcome to Ginzadon Kitchen. This is Chef Cuisine, Lee Ho-jin. I'm Jung Ha Choi, and we will gonna cook naengmyeon called noodle soup. This is a green noodle, and this is a beef stock we made cold, and then pear, marinate with vinegar, cucumber and radish, and beef, egg, and sesame seed. Chef Jin will boil the noodle. It's done, so he will gonna wash noodle to ice water. On the top, he will put topping. First of all, cucumber and radish. This is a marinade with vinegar and pear and beef, and last egg. Sesame seed, last one, for garnish. We prepared galbijim ingredient. This is spinach and galbijim sauce. This is from Australia, short ribs bone in, and carrot and radish and broccoli, bell pepper green and spring onion, cornstarch, dried dates, and egg, yellow and separate white one. We're gonna boil meat with sauce. We added radish and carrot. When we make that sauce, we boil together some ginseng and some for health ingredient. We'll put broccoli and bell pepper green, dried dates left. We put cornstarch for sticking the sauce. We don't need sizzling anymore there because we already made the sauce. Finally, we will put on the top garnish, first of all, white one egg and yellow, and then spring onion, and last spinach. For hemul tteokbokki, we need seafood stock, rice cake, squid, ground garlic, fish cake, prawn, and chili pepper, chili powder, and black pepper, beef powder, sugar, chili paste, and corn syrup, and chili, carrot, onion leeks, garbage,
And to garnish?
and this is garnish, sesame oil, cheese, and spring onion. We put the rice cake in the seafood stock. We put all the seafood. Fish cake, chili powder, sugar, and beef powder, and chili paste, gochujang, and corn syrup. This is going to sweet and spicy. After 5 minutes, we will put some vegetable. On the top garnish, this is mozzarella cheese. Spring onion.
Next, we get a special preview of the exquisite food preparation that goes on at the tempura bar.
We're now preparing our special sushi platter with Chef Yoji, our Japanese sous chef. You have to mold the rice with your left hand. And On the right hand, you have to put wasabi and roll it.
It's the same procedure for the salmon, snapper, yellowtail, or hamachi and the octopus.
The California timaki. Timaki means hand. So this one is called the hand roll. So to make the timaki, we just spread the rice on the one side of the nori and apply some Japanese mayonnaise, a piece of cucumber, and crab meat, and the mango. We just make a triangle and just roll it continuously to make it a perfect cone, just like this, and top it with the tubiko. This one is the egg of the flying fish.
Sous Chef Antonio Ablay also shows us how to make Ginzadon's version of the tempura.
We are going to make our tempura mix, tempura moriwashi. For our ingredients, for the ingredients of our tempura, we have onions, carrots, golden mushrooms, broccoli, eggplant and asparagus, silago in English, and of course the king prawns. Before we fry the prawns, we have to season it with salt. Also the fish, we have to season it with salt and pepper. The butter is just made basically of tempura flour, egg yolk and cold water. Before we cook the vegetables, we have to coat it with flour. Coat in butter and then fry.
Did you get the golden color?
Until the color will be golden brown.
It's the same procedure used for the fish and the prawn. But Chef Ablay also shows us a secret to making beautiful tempura. Sprinkling cold batter over the boiling oil. He even throws in a special accent to the dish, a creation bearing the likeness of cherry blossoms. The tempura is served with a tempura sauce made up of 4 parts water, 1 part mirin, 1 part kikoman, boiled with a dash of ondashi. It's then served with grated ginger and grated radish. Then it's time to sample the dishes. Since it's difficult to decide where to start, Chef recommends that we go for the shrimp tempura first to enjoy the crispness.
Here we have the tempura and the dipping sauce, and I'm just going to bite right in.
And that should be extremely crunchy and crispy. And you need to eat this immediately. Exactly.
Very powerful
Because
sauce.
of course.
Here we have the hemol tuboki, which is stir-fried seafood and rice cakes. So it has a hint of kimchi.
Certainly,
or the
and
influence.
Sure, chili.
Okay, with chili.
Certainly.
Tolerable.
Yes.
I hope. Not to mention aromatic.
And crisp. The
It's
prawns
good.
is fresh.
What does Ginzadon pride itself in?
As a customer, you come to a Ginzadon, you sit down either one of our live cooking station in the front, and then you enjoy just watching the chef. And the chef will talk to you and will ask you what you like. And then you make a selection in front of you rather than looking at the menu. Sure, we have a standard menu that should enable you to find out what you like and what you not like. And our skilled service will definitely guide you through what is more Japanese orientated, what is more Korean orientated. If you are able to handle it more spicy than others, then you might want to go a little bit more down the Korean side.
Closer towards kimchi. Chef, I've just gone to Tokyo, Seoul, and back. Kamsamada and arigato.
John Maneo,
Maraming
mostly welcome.
salamat.
And I hope I see you here.
We enjoy the food here. Thank you. That will do it for this edition of Taste Buds. I'm Caroline Howard. Remember, life's a treat. Till next time.